January 14th, 2025. And I'm sitting here waiting for my sister to arrive so she can pick up a couple things to try and sell to help me out with some finances. I'm feeling very defeated, very down, very sad because on Saturday, my brother and brother-in-law just showed up out of the blue and started grilling me about finances, um, because I'm waiting for a disability determination. I can't do any work. Actually, if you try and work, it defeats the purpose of having a disability claim, now doesn't it? Something I don't think my brother-in-law understands. But basically, they got me all upset. Um, then left, and everything that I had been doing before they came fell by the wayside, and I basically was a puddle of tears. The reason why I was so upset is because some of the things that were said to me, not by my brother, but by my brother-in-law, were very hurtful. Um, all he seems to think about is money. And he somehow is under the delusion that I can just ignore what the Social Security Administration told me about not working at all. They said, don't work at all while we're doing this determination. So I'm stuck right now without much income because the life insurance ran out. I did have 1 ounce of gold that I was given a long, long time ago that I had to sell and couldn't even get the full gold price because pawn shops, or according to what I was told, they have to, make a profit somehow. So out of a gold bar that should have been $2,600 or so, I only got 1,600. And I didn't have a choice. I had to go ahead and sell it because there were other bills that had to be paid. And I couldn't pull them out of the funds that I'd gotten from Dad's life insurance because those were for the main living expenses, and the ones that I needed to pay off dealt with my car. Um, it had a problem that needed to be fixed, so I had to get it fixed. And then I paid off 2 other bills that were severely past due. And it pretty much chewed up all of that money. It was either do that or I was going to end up in more dire straits than I already am. So I did that. And now they basically are trying to find different things to sell so that they don't have to pay out of pocket to help me. And it's because they're worried about their retirement. And I understand that. I mean, I can understand their trepidation. But my brother-in-law did not need to say many of the things that he did. He basically treated me like I was faking my disability. Kept telling me to ignore what the Social Security Administration told me about not working. And I've had people tell me, oh, don't listen to the doctors. Don't listen to the Social Security Administration. Don't listen to this. Don't listen to that. I'm sorry. Unless you've got a medical degree or you personally work for the Social Security Administration, you are not qualified to tell me to ignore a doctor or someone who actually works at the Social Security office who's doing my claim. So I'm still pretty rattled. It takes me a while to totally shake off stuff sometimes. I have major depressive disorder. Major depressive disorder is nothing to sneeze at. One of the one of the symptoms of it is suicide. If it takes suicide to let the rest of your family know that you are severely depressed, then you must have dense family. And I'm starting to think that I have dense family. But, I mean, I have a total of 4 behavioral problems. Or problems according to, well, people who say that they're a problem. I was diagnosed about 14 years ago with ADHD. It explained an awful lot of the things that I do. But so did the diagnosis of ASD1 that I got. It's going on 3 years ago now. When I was 56, they diagnosed me as being on the autism spectrum. And ASD1 is what they used to call Aspbergers. And I'm not the only person in the family who has it. My nephew also has it. And you would think my brother-in-law, since that's his son, would know how to deal with somebody who has Asperger's. But then again, I witness him upsetting my nephew quite often. So I think he's just thick in the head sometimes. You know. I mean, I'm grateful to him and my sister and my brother. My brother helped in getting my father and I out of the situation we were in and getting us into a new house. And he paid for it, yes. So I do understand his view on that. But he said something that really hurt my feelings, really hurt me bad. No, it didn't just hurt my feelings. It hurt me and enraged me at the same time. And he got me to where I just couldn't do anything but cry. He told me that when it came time to move over here, move us over to Oregon, he said we wanted to just put your dad in an assisted living facility and then you'd be off on your own and, you know, you have to fend for yourself. He said the only reason why we didn't do it like that is because your dad said he wanted you to come with him. Well, there's 2 reasons why Dad told them that. One, I was already his caregiver, and he did not want any other caregiver. And 2, he knew what was going on with me, and he knew what they would try to do. So he told them I needed to come with them. So basically, what that told me is my brother-in-law thinks I'm worthless. That's what I got out of it. And I do feel worthless sometimes. To be honest. Yeah, I do. It isn't easy dealing with constant depression. I've been dealing with this depression. It is now going on for, it's been going on for 9 years now. And it isn't always constant. I will have periods of of some happiness from time to time. But most of the time, I walk around like a zombie, especially right now. I mean, after Dad passed away in June, I think I kind of spiraled, and I'm still spiraling. And the fact of the matter is, I need help. I'm getting, I have a counselor, and we're doing talk therapy. And also, I'm on medications too, but the medications that I'm on, I've been on for 8 years. And they're not working anymore. So we have to figure out something else. Basically, my depression is medication resistant right now. It doesn't want to respond to the medications I've been prescribed. I'm sorry. But we're trying to fix that problem now. There is a new psychologist coming in to the same office where my counselor is at, who can prescribe proper medications and is trained more so than my primary care to know what would be most effective for the kind of depression that I'm dealing with and the other things I have. You know, I have Asperger's, I'm ADHD, I have, now it's known as Major Depressive Disorder. I think sometimes they call it dysthymia, but it's also kind of crossing over into what they are calling dysthymia, which is also known as persistent depressive disorder. If it lasts for longer than 2 years, it kind of falls into that category, and I've been dealing with it for going on 9. So why am I telling you all this on YouTube? Why not? I might as well talk about it somewhere, because nobody else closer to me wants to listen. And at least if you don't want to listen, you can go to another video. But I gotta get it out somehow. So you'll be seeing these videos from time to time. And if you have been through what I'm going through right now, I'm always up for hearing testimony from someone who also has dealt with it. I'm up for that. So, but anyway, I'm not okay. I'm just not okay. And with that said, I'm going to close this now because I'm going to start to cry if I don't. So, take care. If you made it all the way through, thank you. I appreciate it. Until next time, bye.